In a recent study by Forrester Research, they found that nearly half of respondents said that their obstacle to success to doing customer experience, user experience work was in getting buy-in. And buy-in is related to your management actually believing in your work. And the most important thing that I've learned from doing UX and working with hundreds and hundreds of organizations is that you have to justify the value of UX or CX efforts. And you have to not only do that, but do it regularly and become habitual about measurement. And to use data to verify facts and to verify directions and decisions. And so that's the basis of this masterclass. Welcome to UX KPIs, Key Performance Indicators. In this masterclass, we're going to talk about going through the very essential topic of what to measure, how to measure. It's not enough to just rely on quantitative metrics, even though the rest of the world relies on them. You need to blend qualitative with quantitative. That's easier said than done because at the end of the day, that struggle between quantitative and qualitative comes down to level of comfort. So you've got to be able to have numbers to quantify but you've got to pull the sources from rich insight, which is where qualitative research comes in. And qualitative data can be quantified, but it can also be balanced and measured beside quantitative data itself. So having a blend of those two and having a comfort level with those two is really important. Reminds me of a quick story many years ago during the .com, like 2000. There's this guy, he'd written a book. The whole industry was reading it. And he was a sales guy, and he used to say that usability, what we call UX these days, usability is not measurable. You can't quantify it. There's no ROI that you can get from it. I thought it was really weird because I had started working with a firm that was quantifying UX through using kind of like an early AI type of approach. And for me, it was really strange. I was like, this isn't, my approach to UX has always been that you measure it and justify it. And this guy went on, and he showed ways to capture analytics and to quantify your basically e-commerce activity, and it was great. It was actually somebody else that did it. They partnered together, statistician. And the thing though that I thought was strange was that he kept repeating this message that usability can't be quantified. And I thought it was a convenient belief, but I knew it wasn't true, and I found it not to be true. What's funny about this guy is about 10 years later, he goes from being the kind of anti-UX, there's no ROI in it, to a senior UX consultant professional. And that's what he does today. He moved his career into that direction. And he doesn't say that anymore, even though he's written 2 or 3 more books in the area. But I think the important point there is you'll get people who believe that UX is not quantifiable. In fact, everything about UX is quantifiable, including user emotions. And a lot of UX people don't even know that you can quantify and capture. It's not touchy-feely, floaty stuff that can't be measured. You can actually measure user emotions. There's a large body of research around that. And like I said, a lot of UX people are not even aware of that. So quantify, capture, ROI, KPIs of UX, and more importantly, we're going to cover in this masterclass how to expand your organization's ability to do this and how to spread it across your efforts and what you do, and so that it becomes a regular practice in your approach to doing user experience or customer experience management. Hope to see you on this masterclass.